What is up, guys? How are you all doing? This is Project 939 here, the People's Gamer, and yeah, I'm going to say it at the start of all my commentaries now because I think it's got a nice little ring to it. But anyways, let's not rabble on, because today I've got some Battlefield 3 gameplay for you and doing some squad rush on Carg Island with some people from my clan, just chilling out. Kind of old gameplay, but I think it will suffice for this topic. And the topic today is going to be all about the next DLCs. Yes, there is an S on the end of that because there is more than one I'm going to be talking about. So yeah, it's going to be about the next DLCs that DICE have announced for Battlefield 3. And you know, I'm not talking the next DLCs that are going to be like at us within like a month. I'm talking about the course of the whole, yes, the whole of 2012. So you know, it's not going to be it's going to be very, very long term about this video. And you know, that's kind of brought me on nicely to the bad news. I've also got some good news, so don't worry. But yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know, if I don't get it off my chest at the start, it's gonna be a big weight on my shoulders for the whole of the commentary, and you know, nobody likes that. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so the bad news is, well, kind of two bits of bad news, I think, in my opinion. One, there's only going to be 3 DLCs. That's kind of like the minor bad news, because as long as the DLCs are good, I don't really mind. But the worst news of all is that the first DLC we'll have to wait for we'll have to wait until June for it. Yes, June, you are not mistaken. It is a very, very long time away in the world of gaming. Well, it is for me at least, but it may not be for you. But once again, as long as the DLC is really, really good, I don't really mind. But you know, the longer it goes, the better the DLC should be, in my opinion. Because if it comes and I've been waiting like 4 months for it, which is like, how long can I be waiting, and the DLC is kind of suckish, it's going to be like even worse, to be honest, because you know, I've waited all that time, and for it to not be very good, you know, it would be a really big suckish effort, I think. So anyways, the first DLC, they're going to jump straight into it. Now this is the good news. Well, it's going to feature a lot what they've confirmed for the first bit of DLC. The DLC itself is going to be called Close Quarters, and judging by the name, I'm sure you can tell that it's going to feature a few maps, maybe 4 or 5. Hopefully, they haven't confirmed the number yet. That's the unconfirmed bit. But yeah, hopefully 4 or 5. I hope, or I kind of estimate. And these maps are all going to be kind of like interior fighting, and they're also working on a new engine for these kind of thing. It's called HD Destruction, and you know, it's going to be a lot more like interior destruction, that sort of thing. And by interior maps, I kind of mean, like, say if you play the campaign, the Comrades mission, that sort of thing. And that is gonna feature assignments, just like back to Karkan. So you unlock new weapons, or it might not feature vehicles because it's going to be like interior. I'm not sure if they're all going to be interior, but they're all going to be close quarters. And I reckon the weapons that you'll unlock through the assignment system probably be like shotguns or PDWs, that sort of thing. And then, you know, there'll also be like new dog tags and that kind of thing. And it's kind of a bold statement, but I think this is kind of appealing to the more Call of Duty audience because of its like close quarters and that kind of thing. Like, but have no fear, long-term 1942 Battlefield 3, or not Battlefield 3, Battlefield gamers, because the next set of DLC that they'll be releasing, which is confirmed for about autumn time, will be called, I believe it is called Armored Kill. And also, judging by the name, you can kind of tell that that's going to be a lot more vehicular combat. I think that's how the Americans say it. So it's a lot more vehicles, like Caspian Border, that sort of thing. Don't troll if I got that word wrong, Americans. I'm sorry, you know I love you. But yeah, so much like Caspian Border, Carg Island, it's going to be a lot more like that. Now, they haven't like released any information about a new engine that we're working on. I don't really see that they'd have to, but you know, it's going to be. They haven't announced it, but hopefully that will also feature assignments and stuff like that, and dog tags. It would be a bit of a little bit suckish if it didn't, but you know, it won't be the biggest deal in the world. And finally, the last set of DLC, which they've announced for about wintertime, which I have no information on, apart from the fact that it's called Endgame, and you know, it sounds like freaking badass, and hopefully it is badass. And that's, like I said, that's coming for about wintertime. But anyways, I've kind of come into the end of the video, so I'm going to just give my kind of opinion on the overall thing, and I'm very, very excited, I'm not going to lie. Apart from it being a little bit of a wait until the first DLC comes out, I am pretty much excited. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of audiences, Battlefield 3 long-term fans, and Battlefield 3 short-term Call of Duty-esque fans, you know. And I think it's quite a decent decision on DICE's behalf. But this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. There is a link in the description to where I got all this information. Check it out. But for now, project out.